If you're looking for safe and reliable account grinds, make sure you hit up my boy Cliff2_3 on Twitter. What's good, y'all? Before we get started with the video, I wanted to let you guys know that I'm trying to do as many badge ups as possible for the popular cards, the free cards, the cards that many of the masses are going to want. But if you have something specific that you want to see, definitely leave it in the comments. I'll try to get to it. But for those of you that want some daily interaction, badge suggestions, shoe suggestions, I do have a Patreon with different tiers that cover those things. My Ruby tiers has badge suggestions, team reviews, and things like that. So if you wanted to check that out, be sure to head over to my Patreon and we can chat daily. I have a Discord and I also have a specific Patreon site that allows us to interact and go over different things outside of the YouTube stuff. So if you want a specific card that I haven't covered, be sure to head over to the Patreon. We'll be able to chat there. But without further ado, let's get into the badge up episode. Y'all, so in this badge up episode, we are going to be going over Galaxy Opal Pascal Siakam from the Toronto Raptors, and you can acquire this card by winning 100 clutch time games. I do think this Pascal is going to be one of the better power forwards and centers in the game for a little bit. I do wish he could play the small forward position, but power forward is going to be able to do for him. So looking at the card, we do have him with 95 defense, or 95 offense, 98 defense, 15 Hall of Fame badges, 30 gold badges, and he has all hot zones besides 3, which one being at the top of the key. He is 6'9" with a 7'3" wingspan, so he is going to have a nice body frame on the court. So looking down at his stats, pretty green all around. He does have an 89 three-point shot, 88 speed and acceleration, 86 vertical, 84 strength. So as an athletic specimen, he's not the greatest we can have, but overall he is very, very serviceable in many different areas out there. Driving dunk 80, 85 standing dunk. He's going to have 90s pretty much across the board for defense, and then his speed with ball and ball handles around the 85 area. So if I was going to increase Pascal's stats, if I was going to run him at power forward and center, it'd be different based on what position I'm going to run him at. I'm usually going to use him at power forward, so I'm looking to increase his 3-point shot by 3 or 4. So we're going to put that up to a 92 or a 93. And then we're definitely going to go speed and acceleration. He has to get his speed higher to be able to compete with some of the faster power forwards and center in the game. So we at least have to get that to a 91 or 92, and that's 3 of our slots taken. I'm probably going to leave strength because his defensive capabilities are good enough for him to not be as strong as some of the other players. And we're probably going to increase his steal and block so that it's in the higher 90s, around the 92. That's going to be good for him. And then we're going to put his ball handle up to an 87 with a +4. So those are the 5 boosts that I would give him. Obviously, you can do what you would like with your Pascal, but that's how I want mine to play out there on the court. If we go down to his badges, he comes with 3 Hall of Fame finishing badges, 4 Hall of Fame shooting badges, 3 Hall of Fame playmaking badges, and 5 defensive badges that are Hall of Fame. He does have 6 slots that we can place a badge in, and I will be honest with you guys. This Pascal already comes with a lot of the badges that he's going to need at the position he's playing. So the first 2 I'm going to mention are the most important, I think, to place on him. The first one is going to be Deadeye. Got to have Deadeye on him so you can hit more contested 3s that he's taking, or even contested 2s. So make sure you have gold Deadeye. That's going to be 1. Second one's going to be Chase Down. He's got to be able to get some Chase Down blocks. He already has a high block rating. He's probably going to get him anyway. But Chase Down is definitely going to help him out a lot. After that, after those 2, these 4 slots are completely up to you what you want to do with your Pascal. He can't get handles for days, or else that would have been another one of mine. So looking at the other badges, it's all going to depend on your play style. Are you going to be trying to get him inside to get some mismatches against smaller players? If so, you got to have unstrippable so that he doesn't get stripped when you do kind of a drop step or you're trying to go up under the basket. Got to have that on him. If you're trying to back down as well, having back down Punisher obviously is going to help because he's not that strong. So any kind of post up with him is not going to be very effective because he has a lower 80 strength and he doesn't have back down Punisher. So he's not going to move anybody out there on the court, especially if they have brick wall. So if you're trying to do any kind of back down with Pascal out there at power forward and center, he needs to have back down Punisher. Moving downwards, stop and pop. If you're going to be dribbling with him and you want him to stop and be able to hit 3s better, stop and pop is going to be good for him. I would not even think about putting Chef on him because he doesn't have Hall of Fame handles for days anyway. So dribbling and shooting with him shouldn't even happen that much. But if you want to put Chef on him, that's up to you. Circus Threes is a tricky one. I take a lot of step back 3s. That's how I like to play. But not many people are going to be shooting fades and step backs with Pascal Siakam, to be honest with you. But if you are, Circus Threes is going to help with that. Stop and Go and Hyperdrive are going to be his dribbling badges. I would probably put Hyperdrive on him because I do moving dribbling moves. So that's going to have him do those faster. So Hyperdrive is going to be a badge that I would add. So that's my third badge slot that I'm putting on him. Dimer is another one that's pretty good. If he's going to be passing the ball out or anything like that, just getting your team a boost for your shots is not a bad deal because he has everything else he needs. Remember, we're just putting badges on him that will increase his play just a little bit. He doesn't need much. So putting Dimer on him is going to help you out. So that's going to be my fourth badge slot. The next two I'm going to add, I am definitely adding Pick Dodger because if he's defending ball for me and they're calling any screens, I want him to be able to get around the screen as best as possible. So I am going to be throwing gold Pick Dodger on my Pascal Siakam. After that, I'm going Pickpocket because I want him to be able to steal the ball at a higher rate. Even though steals have been nerfed, I would rather that than Space Creator, than difficult shots, than anything else because I think that's going to help him out. My honorable mention is going to be Slippery Off Ball so that he rolls better off of his screens and that he comes off of screens better if I'm calling any plays. Everything else I really wouldn't be looking at. I'm not going to be giving him fade ace. Lucky number 7, Mismatched Expert. He's too tall for Mismatched Expert pretty much unless he's going up against a Yao Ming. Overall, this card is already pretty stacked. Hall of Fame badges I'm looking to give this guy, definitely something like Pick Dodger because he'll be able to get around screens faster. He's going to be a defensive tank out there. Hall of Fame Clamps would not be bad on him. Hall of Fame Intimidator, Hall of Fame Menace. These badges are going to help him be even better on the defensive end. I wouldn't be looking to give him something like Hall of Fame Quick First Step because that's a badge that's going to get you a ton of MT. It would help him, but it's going to make you a ton of MT. So don't use that on somebody like Pascal. Blinders, Green Machine. Green Machine, I would give him something like Hot Zone Hunter. He already has it on, so he doesn't need much, like I said already. So look at his tendencies real quick for this Pascal card, and he does have a 50 on-ball steal, 65 contest shot, 55 pass interception. He does not have the best defensive tendencies at all, which is why I do want him to have those increased defensive badges, and I want him to be able to play better on the court. That's why I picked up that Pickpocket for him, just to give him a little bit of boost because his tendencies aren't the greatest based on the other cards we have in the game. So that's my Pascal badge up. That's what I would do. Let me know what you would do with your Pascal down in the comments. I'm going to be looking to get this card in the next 3 or 4 days. I know people have them already. If you do have them, congratulations. Let me know how you like the card down in the comments. I'll catch you guys all in the next video. Remember, if you want any other card, leave it down there. And if you want some stuff every single day that we can talk about badges, shoes, and stuff like that, be sure to hit up the Patreon. I'll catch you guys over there, man. Peace.